Hello again and welcome to Barbados Racing. I'm Andy Thornhill. We want to thank you for your tremendous response to the show so far. Today we are at Melrose Stables in the wonderful, beautiful parish of St. Thomas. We're going to talk to the man in charge here, Rommel, Perkins, Lovell. From start to finish, A to Z, call it what you will, he knows every move.
Well, roughly our day usually starts at 4 p.m. We are stable base away from the racetrack, so we usually start earlier than some because we have to ship in the horses. So basically it starts with us going through all the temperatures, checking the legs, checking the feet, checking their feet, and going to checking the feed pan, see how much feed they ate, if they ate overnight, or basically just running through them, just making sure that they're in good fettle to train.
And this is a routine then?
It's routine.
That happens every day?
It's 365 days a year. That's every day. Christmas Day, New Year's Day, that's an everyday routine.
How many horses do you have right now?
Well, we have 16 horses based here at Melrose. And I'm basically the home base trainer, but Robert Pierce also trains some horses from here as well. And I have a few outside clients. Like one of my main outside clients is Mark Goodrich, and I have a few. I've met for Legends of Racing, a few other people, but Melrose is my main base.
So you get those kind of collaborations though? Where
yes.
You're based at a main
base, yeah. At a main base, but my day I roughly make 2 or 3 stops every single day. Melrose, the track, and then St. John. So basically I do get around.
You're like Punka, you're all over the place.
Yeah.
This is overall, right?
This is overall, yeah.
What kind of shape?
Well, just looking forward for the upcoming season. I mean, been getting on in years now. He have won the Midsummer Classic in 2017. He's one of our classic winners. Unfortunately, he haven't really gone on to what we would like him to do. But he's honest. He's placing every week, so helps pay some of the bills,
Yeah.
He haven't gone on to win as much race as we would like, but he's there. He's always there and thereabouts.
He has any naughty characteristics? Would he bite you?
Yeah, he would give you a little nibble, a little bit of playful, but besides that, he's usually just probably just a genuine horse. He's just very genuine, likes a lot of attention.
What is the one thing that all horses are likely to do?
A nibble at you. All horses will give you a little nibble just to get some kind of attention, to get your attention if you're not paying them enough attention.
So you find that horses love attention?
Yes, horses love attention. They will come by, they will sniff you, but they love attention.
How many years now have you been involved, not only as a trainer, but with horse racing in general?
I've come through the ranks. I'm a BLM boy. I started out in the BLM, which is just a stone throw away from the racetrack. My Saturday mornings was spent at the racetrack. As my father would say, hard to get up for school, but easy to get up for the racetrack. I went away and I did a bit of hospitality, but then it's my true calling is horse racing. I came back, offered a job as Mr. Peter Otto, and I like the vision that he offered me, and I bought into it. I started out as racing manager. We had a few horses, and then we gradually began to expand, and now we're up to having something like 70 horses in total. And that's between mares and breeding stock and race horses. So now I've gone through the ranks now where I have a trainer's license now.
So this is obviously full time for you now?
This is full time for me, yeah. This is all I do. I eat, sleep, dream racing, all day, all night. If you ask my wife, she will tell you.
She's probably not happy about that.
No.
But tell me what though? What do you go through mentally before a big race?
Well,
do you sleep well?
It's a mental build-up. Anyone that tells you that they don't get some kind of anxiety or doesn't get a bit tense, that means they don't belong in the game. Every day horses produce a new challenge. It's an everyday like a human. It's a new challenge every day that you have to deal with. You know what I mean? But when you love what you're doing, you don't feel like you work a day in life.
So this is like a hobby.
Yes. it's like I'm living my dream, you know. I'm being paid to live my dream.
Does it pay well to be a trainer?
Well, it's hard work. It's very success oriented, you know. You get paid for the success you get. So it's not you don't get well paid for the base, but if you can be successful, then
you get percentages.
You get percentages of your winnings.
Well, for those who don't follow racing and wouldn't know, what kind of percentage? Let's say if you win a race, well, let's say the Derby, for instance, or the Gold Cup. The
Gold Cup is basically the Gold Cup is like $114,000 to the winner. So it's 10% of that to the trainer, 10% to the jockey. So I mean, some owners will give you a different agreement, but the base is 10%. That's the rule of racing. It's 10%.
You can't wait to win a Gold Cup then.
Well, I was second this year, but I'm quite looking forward to the Derby. We have some young horses coming through that is really looking very promising. They're just keeping our fingers and toes crossed that we'll be in contentions this year.
What has been your biggest success so far?
Well, I would say every year I've continued to grow. Last year I won 12 races, and it's been I've seen growth each year. You know, when I first started out, I went from 1 to 2, and then we got up to 10, and then last year it was 12. Last year was our best year, and then I mean this is a quite of a different year, but this year we were second in the Gold Cup, so. You know, it's a huge improvement. You know, to be no starting out and get a place in the Gold Cup. I mean, at the long pole, I thought it was the winner, but you know, the people say it's not over to the fat lady sing. You know, but I'll say we continue to grow. You know, it's all a team effort. You know, I run my whole team. Everyone have an input.
Our owners very demanding.
Well, unless I want to spend their money, they want results, you know. It's one way or the other. Some people are vocal openly and some people are vocal behind the scenes, you know, but it's just like any other thing. If everybody put their money in a cooperation, they basically want success.
What kind of owner is Peter Hope?
Very fantastic, very supportive. I've come through the ranks with him, got me trainer's license, and he backed me, gave me horses to train. I've come through and gradually now I'm the main trainer. So it's been well. He have offered me opportunity that I not sure would get anywhere else, you know.
Are there any trainers that you admire at the Garrison?
Of course. I'm known to be the guy who asks any trainer anything I want to know. Because horse racing is one of these things. It keeps growing, so you have to do constant research.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be provided substances, they change daily. Whether it be something you see on a horse, you know, every day presents a new challenge. So you can never tell and say, well, I know it all. You know, I'm the one. No, I pick up the phone and ask Robert. I pick up the phone and ask the vet. I pick up the phone and ask Victor. I speak to Richard Dean almost daily. You know, all these guys have a welfare experience, so I'm always on the phone.
You're like a sponge.
Yes.
And it has benefited you.
It definitely has. And my goal is to be number one. You know, so I think if I can draw from all those people and then turn it into my own way, then hopefully one day I can be number one. It would be difficult to top last year, saying that it's a shortened year. But hopefully we can continue to go from strength to strength, and hopefully we can pick up a classic this year.
The mere fact, though, finally, that you were spreading your wings, so to speak, you were training for 3 or 4 other people, it means the respect for you.
Yeah, you know, people like people who like winners. Anybody likes a winner, you know. So the more races we begin to win, and the races at the higher end that we can compete in, you know, and not just be an entrant in them, but actually compete and be amongst the big boys, you know. It gives people begin to notice you, you know, and you begin to get offered a bit more quality horses and stuff like that. Because you need material. No matter how good you is, you don't have material, you literally can't fight, you know.
I did say finally, but this is finally. What is your relationship like with the jockeys?
Well, I have a very good relationship. I mean, I also was a jockey agent as well. So I know the ins and outs of the jockey game, you know. I try to keep it very frank. I state my side, they state their side. I always have a very good thing with the jockeys because I always say, if my horse has an outstanding chance, I'm going for the best rider available. You know, so when they see my number in their phone, they know that I think my horse has an outstanding chance. You know, and we have won 3 races so far. Hughes have won all 3 for me, which was the leading rider. This upcoming season, we're Jalon basically my number 1 go-to rider. He's been working with me here for the last 6 to 7 months at Melrose, so he's basically my go-to rider in the upcoming season, and hopefully we can get some success.
Thank you very much. That's the big man here at Melrose Stables. Call him Perkins. I think if you call him Rommel, no one is going to know who you're talking about at the Garrison. So let's settle for Perkins. We want to thank Perkins for the interview and his insight as to what happens here at Melrose and perhaps beyond. Maybe sooner or later Perkins might be at Woodbine. Don't rule it out. Anything goes, anything can happen in horse racing. Well, Perkins brings the fire, and those who help fan the flames, of course, as he mentioned, a lot of other support, including the stable lads. One such stable lad is Anton Harris.
Yes, sir.
Anton, how long have you been involved with the horses here at Melrose?
I think about a year and some.
And what got you interested in this business?
Father lived in the area, and first time I saw them, I fall in love.
You were never afraid of the horses or anything like that?
Some of them like to kick you on purpose, and some need to nibble at you. But that's all of the horse industry.
All in the horse industry. What do you enjoy about it most?
Well, I don't love them. I don't mind batting or anything. Once the horse plays, they 1, 2, 3. See me in the picture.
Yeah. You like being out there. Tell me though, which is your favorite horse here at Melrose?
Province.
Why is it your favorite horse?
The Groom, and that's a fantastic horse. And not to shine.
Not to shine. You got to talk as well. You want to be a jockey sometime?
No, sir.
Why not? If you like horses so much.
I want to be a groom.
You want to be a groom? What's so fantastic about being a groom? Now, if I want to be a groom, right? Tell me why should I be a groom?
Because preparing horses for races is not just a normal thing. It's some experience.
How much experience have you actually gained so far?
A lot.
You work closely with Mr. Lovell?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the things he has taught you about horses?
Well, sometimes some of the feet pans are at the back and something you have to go inside. When the horse is coming close to your foot, go on the opposite side. I will stand on you.
And finally, would you trade Melrose Stable for any other stable in Barbados?
No, sir.
Why not?
This is one of the best stables in the world.
Jabbar Whittington is one of the senior stable lads here at Melrose. Where he's holding Provence?
Yeah, Provence.
Provence, okay. And you look after Provence all the time?
Yeah.
What's so special about Provence?
It's a good horse.
It's a good horse?
Yeah.
How long have you been involved?
For 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
And this is all you've wanted to do since you left school? Because you look pretty young. I imagine you're pretty young.
Yeah. Romell actually bring me out. Oh, yeah.
Oh, just across the,
Yeah.
just across the street?
Yeah.
So it's like something that was in your blood then?
Yeah.
Is there any other distractions that you had? You
Not
always
really.
wanted to do this?
Yeah. My turn move here.
So it's like, you look, in other words, like Rommel, you're living your dream, right? Romell Archer is one of the new guys here at Melrose. What brought you here?
Love for horses.
Someone who's here now tell you, Romell, let me go down for you.
And Jabbar, if I come from Yeah, she encouraged me and fell in her. Yeah. My father always liked horses. He encouraged me, but my mother was a bit shaky. Yeah.
She's okay now?
Yeah.
What's your real role here at Melrose Stables?
Well, it's basically the swing room. Like when people go on vacation, take over their horses until they come back and switch around.
So in essence, you're learning the trade.
Yes.
How have you found it?
A bit tough, but it could get easier.
Well, looking after the horses, minding the horses, wherever you want to put it. And then what's the feeling like to actually see them on race day?
A bit overwhelming, exciting, and nervous like anything. Yeah.
But Rommel, Perkins said he had about 12 wins last year. Were you there for all 12?
Yeah. That's right.
Which one excited you most?
Tiger's Nest. Tiger's Nest.
Right.
Because I horse like most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Came second in the Gold Cup. What were your feelings like coming into the lane?
I like Perkins go.
Huh?
I like Perkins go, but you don't have better horse.
But what were you saying? Come on, boy.
Yeah. Come on, yeah.
But that fell just short.
Yeah, just short.
Do you think going forward that could be the horse, that could be the champion horse in Barbados?
Yeah, it's talking further for next year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And now with Jalon Samuels part of the stable, you think even bigger things will happen?
Yeah, a lot more success will come.
Why do you think so? I mean, yeah, we know Jalon's talent, etc.
Got good horses, a good trainer, and a good jockey. Perfect combination.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Joshua Williams, tell us about your stint here at Melrose.
One morning, come here, late horse named Mykonos, classic horse, loved it. Come do polo horses, my job.
And you come back in the afternoon as well?
Right evening, polo horses, do my favorite horse Mykonos again.
What got you interested in the horses?
I'm in the green school, used to come here, and I was sponsored, and then met the horse named Mykonos, fell in love with it. They start coming from everyday things.
But it seems that you dream about Mykonos because all you're talking about is Mykonos.
Yeah.
What's so special about Mykonos?
I just fall in love with it. It's a good horse. Great horse, actually. Like it a lot. Other horses like to, but I'm my favorite horse in the stable at the moment.
Well, I get the impression too, you play some football still? Or
Yeah. Still play for all goalkeep. The technique.
does it interfere with what you do here? In terms of getting the time off?
Not all the time. Horse is an everyday thing. Football, play football. But I more enjoy spending time with horses. I play football part of thing. Horses. Do most of the time horses.
You have any other family that love horse racing like you do?
You know, only me.
Wow. Means you have a hard time explaining certain things, huh?
Yeah.
You ever got bitten by a horse? Kicked by a horse?
Kicked by a horse once.
What was that horse name, remember?
Mischief Maker.
What was your reaction? Aye!
No? I hold on there, just like surprise. And like it freeze out in the moment. And it's like everybody was telling me to get the ambulance. In the ambulance, I'm not even must rub. A little bit on myself and it was cool from there.
So you haven't had that kind of experience since then, right?
No sir.
How long ago was that?
So last year. Last year.
And that didn't change your mind about being
Not at all.
a stable lad?
Not at all.
What is it like on Saturdays at the garrison for you?
Race days.
Yeah.
Be amazing. Help with my level, the horses, help other grooms, the horses. It'd be everything. Help with my level. My a great man. Encourages. Always tell proper preparation prevents poor performance. Go kid like me all the time.
Can you repeat that?
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Thank you. The amazing lads of Melrose. It's hoping you enjoyed every moment of it. See you in a fortnight's time. I'm Andy Thornhill. Bye-bye for now.
Red flag is raised. They're off in the Heritage Village Handicap, and Pasha and Time to Pray got absolute flyers, and Time to Pray is the one who's going to dictate the early running as they race to the mile marker for the first time. So it's Time to Pray who's 3/4 of a length on top of Pasha. To the inside is Hidden Assets. Jack Stewart's up early, and then there's a break of 3 to Silver Bullet, and the trail is Sancho Pay as the field of half dozen comes down the stretch for the first time. So Time to Pray leads. On the outside, the favourite Pasha applies pressure through an opening quarter of 26 and 3. They're going a bit too slow, so Pasha goes to pick up the tempo as they come by the stands for the first time. Hidden Assets tracks these in third. There's a breakup for the Jack Stewart, who's been niggled that early. Sancho Pay actually has one behind her this toss, and that Silver Bullet is the race inside the 5.5. So Pasha's made the lead, and this one controls it very nicely by a length to Time to Pray as they go under the 5. Hidden Assets is third. Jack Stewart's fourth. Sancho Pay moves into contention, and the last one still Silver Bullet as they race to the 4 furlong marker. 52 flat was the half mile. They're playing right into the hands of the favourite Pasha, who continues right along over the top of the hill, and Pasha's on top by 3/4 of a length to Time to Pray. There's not much change in the order. Hidden Assets is third. Sancho Pray is moving very nicely in fourth as they get over the top of the hill, and Pasha's extended by Time to Pray. Between these two so far, Hidden Assets now tackled by Sancho Pay. These 4 go, 3 clear Silver Bullet, and Jack Stewart's giving it up as they come to the mile marker, and Pasha has not been asked to run a step by Rashawn Lakshman as they come under the mile marker. Time to Pray is running at him as these two come to the judge. It's Pasha and Time to Pray. There's a break of 3 to Hidden Assets, who's the closest rival, as they swing to the judge, and Pasha opens up from Time to Pray. Pasha is on top by 3. Time to Pray running on. Silver Bullet and Hidden Assets will fight up for minor placings, but it took Pasha 11 starts to get his moment of glory. Sean Lakshman peeps back, and this race will be forever etched in the memory of Rommel Lovell as he gets his first winner here with Pasha, who gets the job done. Time to Pray and Silver Bullet were close, with Hidden Assets 4, Sancho Pay, and Jack Stewart was the last one home. In a moment, the unofficial results.
He's already on the rostrum. There goes the red flag. And the gates are open for the afternoon's second start. Stuck in the race and slowly into stride is where she went along with Nutcracker, but towards the front. And we have a shocking leader. Time to Pray goes out for the lead. In second position is Even Stevens raging upon the outside. Settling in third is Eastermunda, then tracking these horses on the inside is Sancho Pay. Then there's Summer again towards the outside. Nutcracker is now making some progress, and Tony Bishop calls the left hand cane on where she went, asking her to get in the race, and she comes bounding by all horses around them for the lead. So they're halfway up the stretch for the first time, with a quarter have been cut out in 25 and 2/5 and 26 and 2/1. Sorry, on the line, first time. And on the outside it is where she went towards the inside. Time to Pray. Tracking in third is Sancho Pay. Then there's Even Stevens, another 3 lengths back. Racing on the inside is Forgotten Romance, in company with stablemate Nutcracker. And also racing at a pair at the back are Eastermund on the inside, and Summer Again is the one ranging upon the outside. The half mile in 52 and 2 in to go down the back stretch, and they're hustling for the lead. Time to Pray maintains the advantage. On the outside is where she went. Tracking still is Sancho Pay, another 5 lengths back to Even Stevens. Forgotten Romance hard pressed to go up. Then there's Nutcracker. Eastermund is in between horses trapped for racing room, and Summer Again has not made no impression on the leaders at this moment. They're past the starting point now. 6 furlongs and 1:18 flat, and against the rail the leader continues to be on the inside. Time to Pray on the outside. Where she went sticks that head in front. Sancho Pay still sticking around, another 5 lengths back to Easter Monday, who's now racing into that 4th position. Even Stevens continue to run on the spot. They come back towards the corner, and on the inside it is Time to Pray, who's made all so far on the outside, still sticking around under the heavy impulse of 131 pounds is where she went on the inside. Here comes Sancho Pay. It is Sancho Pay who sneaks through on the inside and picks it up, drifting towards the outside. Here comes Summer Again on the outside, but it is Sancho Pay who seems to have stolen this one on the inside. Sancho Pay is going to get home. Congratulations, Rommel, Perkins, Lovell, as he wins with this maiden. Sancho Pay, magnificent ride by Arthur Ward. Second would have been Summer Again towards the outside. Forgotten Romance must have competed that 3rd spot, just ahead of Easter Monday and Time to Pray. These two were slugged up for that 4th position. They stopped the clock in 1:55 and the 5th.
And Ricky Walker comes aboard. Joshua joins the lineup. They're under Stars Orders Racing. Picture perfect beginning. Refire probably just a little slow into stride, but as the call to shoot on in the main course, Joshua zipping across from the outside to go and take the early run in. So it's Joshua and No Not Again who are the early pace setters this afternoon. Then on the outside of that, when it comes Stolen, on the inside is Celestial Storm, Body Tap, Night Prowlers being checked up a little bit, Inspired Adventure to the outside, Refire is towards the inside, and Infrared is the back marker as they go towards the 5 furlong marker. The opening quarter was 25 and 3, and Joshua taking them along on a merry gallop. Opens up by 3 lengths to No Not Again. Stolen is next. Then it comes Body Tat, Celestial Storm, 2 lengths adrift of that. Down the inside of her is Debonair David. Night Prowler beginning to improve. Refires next. Infrared has 1 beaten at this stage, and that is Inspired Adventure. The The opening half was 49 flat. Joshua taking them up to the hill out of Mary Gallop. In front by now just about a half a length from Bodie Top, who goes second. Down the inside, no not again. Stolen is the next one through. Celestial Storm has 6 lengths to fight and less than a quarter mile to find them. Inside the quarter pole they come. 6 and 1, 13 and 1. And there are no more turns. And Bodie Top turns to the judge first. On the outside here is Celestial Storm. No, not again. Trying with a renewed effort. On the outside, here's Night Prowler rattling home. It's Bodie Top, but on the outside, Celestial Storm is rattling. It's Bodie Top and Celestial Storm. Bodie Top, Celestial Storm. Bodie Top just holds on from Celestial Storm. Debonair David rattles home on the inside. No, not again. Rounds out the top 4. The winner stops the clock in 1:35 and 2. In a moment, we'll be back with a recap for you.
Starter looks him over. He raises the red flag. Light flicks away. And he sends them racing for the 4th race on today's program. And Aquila was a little slow to go, but first out of the gates is Phil Morris. So it's Phil Morris in front by a half of a length from Mr. US. Sensational goes into 3rd position. Then comes JT's Angel. Sparkle is on her outside. Then comes Bonita Bay. Along the rails is Firecracker. Then comes Riddick, and Aquila is your back marker. As they turn right-handed and come down the stretch for the first time, it is Sensational. With that striking blaze, comes ahead now in front from Phil Morris. In 3rd position is Sparkle. Along the rails comes Mr. US, then comes JT's Angel. Back out now is Bonita Bay, then comes Firecracker. Then the next one through is Riddick, and a long, long way back is Aquila. They've done the opening quarter in 26 and 4 as they pass the 5.5 along marker. And it's Rashid Hughes and Sensational in front by a length from Phil Morris. Along the rails continues to be Mr. US. Sparkle takes closer order. Then there's a gap of 1.5 to 2 lengths now to Firecracker. Then there's another 1.5 to, on the outside is JT's Angel. Bonita Bay. Then comes Riddick, and a long way continues to be Aquila, who's having a lot of difficulties this afternoon as they go head up the hill. And it is Sensational still in front. Getting a bit closer is Phil Morris. So too is Sparkle. Mr. US is already under the pump. And on the outside of that one is Firecracker. As they go by the drill hole turn, they've done the half in 52 flat, 3/4 in 1:16 and 2. And it is now in front, still Sensational. On the outside is Phil Morris. Sensational has been there every call. Phil Morris goes into regress. Here they come spinning out of the turn, and Sensational still in front. No one has seemed to be able to get after her. It's Sensational in front. On the outside here comes Mr. US. Bonita Bay is throwing down a challenge. So too is Sparkle. But it's Sensational. On the outside is Sparkle. But Sensational has done enough to get home. Sensational wins it from Sparkle. Then came Mr. US. On the inside was Phil Morris. Then came Bonita Bay, Riddick. On the outside was JT's Angel, Firecracker, and Aquila in 1:54 and 3. In a moment, the unofficial placings for you.
Any moment, the light is flashing away in the distance. And we're just seconds away, and the gates are open. Slowest into stride is Colonel Pride on the inside. But going towards the front on the outside, it looks to be Night Prowler on the inside. That is Burndine. So Antigua has first call in this year's Sandy Lane Barbados Gold Cup, the 39th edition, as the horse is going to turn and come down the stretch for the first time. On the inside, it is Burndines. In between the horses, Renaissance Frolic towards the outside. The second runner here for Sir David C. That's Night Prowler. This is the leading through as they thunder down the stretch for the first time. Bodie Tap tracked in 4th position. Along the rail comes the defending champion Celestial Storm on the outside. Behind Celestial Storm is China Horse Club's Colonel's Pride. The back marker is Rising Star. Around the top turn, Renaissance Frolic goes a little wide. And that leads Burndines with the lead. So they race towards the 5 furlong pole, the quarter in 25 and 3. It is Burndines who takes them past the 5 furlong pole, a length and a half clear of Renaissance Frolic. In 3rd position comes Trini Aviator representing Trinidad and Tobago. Bodie Tap races in 4. Celestial Storm travels nicely. Then there is Night Prowler on the outside. Rising Star has 1 beaten. That is Colonel Pride. The half mile has come up in 46 and 1. They're really stepping as they traverse the far turn. And on the inside, it continues to be the Antigua representative Burndines, who leads by 2.5, looks to cause a major upset. In 2nd position, Renaissance Frolic. Coming around on the outside is Bodie Tap. Here set for a tremendous horse race as they race back towards the 2 furlong pole. Change the guard up front, and it's now Bodie Tap who's hit the front. At the 2 furlong pole, Bodie Tap brings them towards the corner. Here set for tremendous finish to the 39th Sandy Lane Barbados Gold Cup. On the outside is Night Prowler, 2 horse affair, and they turn for home. Cometh the hour, cometh the cup. And it is Bowley Top on the outside. Night Prowler, Bowley Top and Night Prowler, Bowley Top, Night Prowler. Celestial Storm is beating Rising Star, flying on the outside. Night Prowler picks it up and goes away, wins the 2020 Sandy Lane Gold Cup by 2.5 from Bowley Top. Then there's Rising Star, Trinity Aviator, Celestial Storm, Renaissance Frolic, Burndines, and at the back, Colonel's Pride. They stop the clock in 1:52 flat. Congratulations. In a moment, we'll have a recap for you.